What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're going to unlock Artemisia because we got 5th place in the Mighty Governor. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to be showing you Artemisia. We're going to unlock her and take her for a spin on the battlefield so you can check out those sweet, sweet animations in action, and we can start to make some first impressions on sort of what we think. Now, if you like Rise of Kingdoms videos where we unlock and explore different commanders and combinations, you should like and subscribe. We've got a ton of videos. As soon as new commanders become available, we show them to you. So let's claim this commander, Artemisia, who I think could be a pretty gosh darn solid garrison commander in Rise of Kingdoms. We got 5th in this last Mighty Governor. Our score was 46 million points. I'm feeling a lot better about my T5 cavalry, by the way. I did record myself actually training all the T5 cavalry. I feel like you don't necessarily need to watch that. I'll put a card up in the top when we've recently trained up just boatloads of troops, and you can see what that looks like if that's what you want to go check out. We're now looking much more healthy across the board with our troop counts, and all these are going to get upgraded in a subsequent Mighty Governor. Let's go and unlock this brand spanking new commander and start to apply some skills. Artemisia, baby. Boom. Let's summon her. The Queen of Caria? Caria? All right. Artemisia of Caria, ancient Greek. Greek queen of ancient mythology. Boom. Okay, so here she is. We're going to, of course, max out the first skill before we proceed with her. However, in this video, we're just going to apply the sculptures we've got here. With the 5th place finish, we're able to get the first skill up to 3. Good enough for now to just go hit some stuff on the battlefield. And as long as I don't star her up, we're looking pretty good. P.S. If you were thinking about what order you need to sort of star her up and which skills you need to max, I'm going to make the argument that in a perfect world, you might max the first skill, then the second skill for the 40% of stats, which is really huge. I do think the third skill is really solid. However, you do see here that there is a normal attack reduction of 2 to 10%. The big thing you get from this skill is the 10% chance to disarm, in my opinion. This is not so crucial, so you could take them all the way up to 4 stars if you wanted, after you max the first and second skill on this commander. Let's get a look at what she does on the battlefield. Writer of History bundle, P.S., really good value. I suppose we should go and buy this real quick. Put up ye old spend blocker. Boom, $5 for 10 more legendary commander sculptures. Sure. Sure. Take my money. Take my money. There we go. Thank you, Richard I, guardian of my email address. All right. See you later, buddy. Purchase was successful. Excellent. Definitely did not want to forget about that. Let's go check out this animation. We're going to use, let's go with Lohar as the primary. This is not a thing you'd actually use on the battlefield, but he's got the support tree, so he's going to rapid fire out the active skill on Artemisia. So let's select her. Of course, we're going to go all archers. We don't even have that many T4, so we'll do a blend, I guess, of T4 and T5. We don't really want to kill things too quickly here because we can enjoy this sweet animation because for some reason all the barbs around me have been killed. Okay, there's one. There's one. As we're on our way over, I just want to caution you. You should not max out this commander yet until we see somebody else do it and they run some tests. I'm going to repeat that. Unless you are the big mega spender whale, and we have those in our kingdom, don't max out this commander yet. I will get you footage of this commander maxed out very soon, probably. So no worries on that front. We got you covered. Wait to see how it goes before you go and max a commander. Trust me on that one. Let the big spenders figure out whether or not it is worth investing in a commander before you go and spend your hard-earned legendary commander sculptures. On the topic of those legendary commander sculptures, we've got a cool 898 at this point. I mean, we're approaching the point where we're going to need to expertise some commanders, probably for Arc League. Here we are. Okay, we're a little slow with all those T5s in our march. Let's get a look here at what this skill looks like. I mean, it's not really about the damage factor per se. We know what, doing about this much damage factor is going to do. You can look at other commanders to see that, but let's check out this animation. Is this sweet? What do we got here? This thing's going to die before we even get to use the skill. All right, there's Lohar. I mean, all right, there's like 3 circly things for the 3 things she hit. Are my graphics turned down? Are my graphics turned down? That was kind of, little anticlimactic. All right, take 2. Suppose that these barbs die so fast we should have brought fewer troops. Here we go. Let's get a look at this animation. You saw the arc was pretty small. The forward-facing arc is pretty small. There it is. And there's the animation. All right. 3 sort of bladey things that run out. They sort of look like you threw them rather than shot them with a bow. Just Attila was so cool. He's like, "Ruh," and this is like, pew, pew, pew. Sure. All right. What else do I think about Artemisia? I do think that Artemisia could be very, very good in Garrison with Isong. Isong Artemisia would be a super solid pair. Isong's going to generate the rage. They're both going to do huge damage. I think, honestly, because they're doing damage to themselves and they're doing AoE, Ark of Osiris seems like a likely place for them. The only thing that I struggle with on that front is that they really don't have all that much damage mitigation, which seems very important for Garrison. They don't really have a lot of ways to stall the combat and the heat. So I'm not yet sure whether or not they're going to be good. Have I emphasized enough that you need to wait for the big spenders before you go and spend big yourself? Just to be clear. Now, if you were going to rock a build for Artemisia, there's a couple things that we should go and get a look at. And honestly, we'll do a full commander guide, so we're going to get you covered. But if for some reason you're leveling up this commander today and you've maxed out the first 2 skills before you go and do that, what sorts of builds do I think are going to be good? I think that what is going to be really interesting here is the blend of archer tree and defense tree. If the thing that we're talking about is defending a garrison, there's 2 garrison templates that I want to call to your attention. The first is a template like this. All of these points for defending your city are very solid. If you're not defending your city, you ditch this one over here. In a similar vein, if what you're defending is not a city and it's going to be a flag, then I think it's very important that you make your way to King's Guard. This is a huge amount of stats for a very small amount of points, and it's absolutely worth it. In general, I think that you're going to be really well served if you have 2 high damage commanders going into the archer tree instead of the defense tree and being very heavily invested there. We'll talk about why that is in a second. That means that you're not going to have a ton of points to play with in that defense tree. If we just get a quick look at defense trees here, there are only a few points that I would say are absolutely critical. A framework like this is very, very tanky and also very good for navigating the open field. That's because of the 2% march speed offered to you over here. If you were constrained on points, priority goes to Master Armorer, Burning Blood, because this is going to generate additional rage every time you're attacked. Beautiful. This is going to be your rage engine when you are getting swarmed in Ark of Osiris. It's going to be bananas. And I would really try to reduce the amount of skill damage that you're taking. I suppose if what you're really worried about, though, is just Attila and Takeda, then you wouldn't go to loose formation. You wouldn't even probably get... I guess spiked armor's pretty good in the grand scheme of things when you're dealing with swarming. I would probably get spiked armor, no weakness, and balance. Balance seems like a good one. It reduces the damage you take substantially and also the damage you deal, and that's fine. You're going to be doing tons of damage already. Now, if you're looking for more of an open field build, I would again focus in the archer tree and lean in on some of these defensive points that I've called out here. I think that testudo formation is very bad. There's almost no situation where I envision you have enough points to go and get that compared to other things you could do, even though I do think the 2 points over here are very good. And I do tend to think that the medicinal supplies will be very, very good if you've got, for instance, Artemisia E-Song and you're generating lots of rage, assuming you're using her as a primary, and we have yet to learn whether or not that is the case. So again, key takeaway here is that you should wait to invest in Artemisia until someone like myself goes and does a bunch of testing and shows you what that looks like. We'll probably have something for you this week, which will be really fun to check out. I'm excited for her potential, but remain calm, people. I am sitting on 898 sculptures, and I'm going to keep sitting on them until I know for sure where the right place is to go invest them. And as soon as we know, we'll share it with you because we're going to make a video. So if you're interested in seeing that, please do like and subscribe. Tune in tomorrow. I suppose it depends on when you're seeing this, but tune in tomorrow for Ark of Osiris League coverage. We're going to have that live. It is going to be awesome. You are not going to want to miss it. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.